And welcome back to my kitchen. Today I was going to make Swedish meatballs, but I found out I didn't have all the ingredients. So we're going to switch it up and I am going to do what is called meatball stroganoff. So we're just going to get started. And right here I have a pound of hamburger and a half a pound of just mild pork sausage. And to that, we are going to add 1 cup of the Italian style breadcrumbs. So we're going to put that in. And also to that, we are going to add just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then we are going to add a couple dashes of thyme and a couple dashes of oregano leaves. And then also to this, we're going to add 2 eggs. And half a cup of milk. Now, instead of using a fork or a spoon or anything, I just dig in with my hands, get all mushy, and mix it really, really good. And this is a really, really simple recipe. I think you guys will all like it. It also calls for sour cream, and I'll show you when we're going to put that in. If you like onions, you can probably put onions in this recipe. Myself, I never have put onions in it. It seems to turn out really good the way it is, especially with the Italian style breadcrumbs in it. So, and I did put on my community page that I was doing Swedish meatballs, but since I didn't have all the ingredients, I figured I better switch it up and do this for you. Okay, now I'm going to just kind of rinse my hands off here a little bit. And then I am going to turn our frying pan on. And we're going to add some oil to it. Probably, I don't know, a couple of tablespoons or so, maybe 3 tablespoons. Excuse me. Okay. And we're going to want to put this on low because we're going to make our meatballs up now. And you're going to want to put these probably in about, oh gosh, I don't know, about 1.5 inches or so, round sizes or so. Probably about that big or so. And then we're just going to put these in here and let them start cooking. So, and I guess you all, I'm not sure if you all have had a chance to look at the new quilt that we're putting on today for the auction. Very, very beautiful quilt. I think you guys will all really like it. And it was made back in the 80s by one of my aunts. She done a very, very beautiful job on it. So, yeah, and you're going to want about, I don't know, they're probably about 1.5 inch size balls or so. So, and you can also do this recipe if you don't have sausage. You don't have to use that also. I just think it gives it a bit better of a taste. And with the Italian style breadcrumbs and the sausage with the meat, I think it goes really, really good. So, and the meat I'm using is 93% meat and just a little bit of fat, so that's why I'm also using a little bit more oil than I normally would. So just kind of do these up here a little bit. And these won't take very long to cook, probably, oh my gosh. Well, we just actually want to brown them up, because we're going to be, after I put the sauce in, after they're brown, they're going to be cooking for at least 45 minutes to an hour. So put them right in there. Looks like I might need a little bit bigger of a pan. Maybe not. Maybe we can get these all fitted in there. We'll see. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Okay. And I'm also going to put mushrooms in this recipe. If you don't like mushrooms, you don't have to put them in. I'm going to wash my hands real fast here because I need to scoot them over. I might have needed maybe a bigger pan. I'm not quite sure yet. We're going to turn this up to about medium high, medium. Okay. We are going to see if we can't get these turned just a little bit. Plus, I wanted to scoot them over just a little bit. Couple more in there. And these are going to cook up really nice and brown before we put our mixture in. My stove likes to turn on by itself. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I think it's just very, very touchy. So, we're going to make a couple more here. You can smell the Italian seasoning in this too as they're cooking. It smells really good. And also, I have another recipe out there that my daughter wanted me to do. It's called tomato spice cake, and you use tomato soup in it. So I think I'm going to be doing that one next. So that one's going to be very surprising. I don't know if any of you have heard of tomato soup cake, but she swears by it. She says it's very good. She said she's made it and tried it. So we're going to do that video next and see how it turns out. So, okay, and these are cooking up pretty good. Going to grab a, let's see here, spatula so we can turn these. They seem to be browning up pretty good right now, so starting to seem like they want to kind of stick on me a little bit, so I had to grab a spatula so we can turn these over. There we go. Oh yeah. Alrighty. And they will shrink up on you a little bit as they're cooking. So I think I will have enough room here in my pan for these others that I made here in my bowl. So we're just going to get these turned around. And if you guys like beef stroganoff, I think you guys will really like this recipe. And like I said, if you don't have sausage, you don't have to use it. So I think the biggest part of this recipe would be doing all the ingredients and making your balls up. Okay. Got them turned over. Just a couple more to turn over here. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to put the rest of our meatballs in here. Put one more there. Okay, now I'm going to grab a plate here, and we are going to take out a couple of the meatballs here that I've already browned up. And a lot of people have been asking me for keto recipes, and they are coming, I promise you. I'm thinking maybe about doing my pizza one, probably here, maybe next week. So I think you guys will really like that. I know that I have gone to, I think it's Papa Murphy's, the Take and Bake pizza. They have a keto-friendly pizza that they do, but I noticed that they charge you just as much for the pizza that they do in keto, and it's like this big, like seriously. So I don't know why they're charging so much, you know, for the keto pizza. I'm guessing maybe they're charging for the container it comes in, I'm guessing maybe. I don't know why it's so expensive, because they're not using as many ingredients, you know what I mean? And they're charging you for a full pizza. So I think you guys will really like this homemade keto pizza. And, you know, it's not just for keto either. You know, anybody can eat it. It just doesn't have the crust. So, but everything else in it is keto friendly, so I think you guys will like it. And then, oh yeah, these are browning up really good. Alrighty. Now I am going to take these out, put them on this plate here because I want to drain all this grease out of my pan. I don't want all this grease while it's cooking, so. And if your meatballs they're not going to get done all the way through here. You're just going to want to brown them at this stage. So, alright, I'm going to drain this. There we go. And then we're going to turn this back down to low. And I am going to pour my meatballs back in my pan. Okay, now to this we are going to add 1.5 cups of sour cream, and this was actually 1 16-ounce tub of sour cream. So we're going to pour that in. And we're also going to pour in 1/2 cup of milk. And we're going to pour that in. Get rid of some of these dishes. And then with this recipe, I usually make egg noodles to pour it over. So we're just going to mix our meatballs all up in this nice sour cream and milk. And with all the seasonings and everything in it, it's like it already seasons this mixture. So guess you guys can hear my dog barking, huh? He's a Dachshund Chihuahua mix, and if anybody has ever owned a Dachshund, you know they bark. So, okay, so we got this all mixed up now, and is what we're going to do. I'm going to cover this, and we are going to let it simmer on low for 45 minutes to an hour. And so when it's done, we will be back and finish up our dinner. Hi everyone, we are back, and our meatballs have been cooking for 45 minutes. And like I said, you want to cook them for 45 minutes to an hour, and is what I usually do. I cook them for 45 minutes, and then I add some mushroom stems and pieces. This is a 10-ounce jar, and so we are going to just put them in our mixture with our meatballs and kind of stir them up there a little bit. So we're going to stir our mushrooms in, and you don't have to put mushrooms in it if you don't like. A lot of people don't like mushrooms, so just whatever is to your taste. And then also, like I said, I usually do egg noodles. So 15 minutes prior to my meatballs getting done, I start my egg noodles. So we have them boiling, and we will be back in another 15 minutes. Okay, everybody, we are back, and it has been 15 more minutes. And I just shut off our meatballs, and our noodles are done. So I'm going to drain these. As much water out of them as we can. go. I'm going to put them back in our pan here. Alrighty. And then this is the way I serve them. I just take some noodles and put them on a plate. I usually don't serve anything else. It's pretty much a meal in itself. So we'll put a couple of meatballs on here. Oh my gosh, this is so good. You guys are really gonna like this. And like I said, I was gonna do Swedish meatballs, but I didn't have all the ingredients. So we're just gonna grab another spoon here. So we're gonna get some of this juice and pour it all over our noodles here. Oh yeah. Yummy, yum, yum. Alrighty, and that, ooh, little mushroom right there. Okay, so, and that's it. Not sure if you can see that result there. But this is a really good dish. I think you guys will all like it. And go ahead and look through the pictures of my quilt, because as soon as I download this video, we are going to start the bidding on the new quilt. And I'm going to let it go for 3 days. So today's Wednesday. So we will say Friday at 11 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, the bidding will be over. So that will give you guys all a good chance to bid on this quilt. And so this is the end of my video. And if you guys haven't subscribed to me yet, please do. And hit that thumbs up button for me and ring that bell so you guys get my notifications. And you guys all have a good night.